Hello, my name is Sebbi, and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Wednesday, October 10th, 2018. Right, last time we had a creeper explosion. This really caught me by surprise. I wasn't prepared for this, as this zombie isn't prepared for the morning and the sunshine. So I'm very sorry, Mr. Zombie guy. Yeah, this really got me by surprise. But luckily, I haven't got injured by this creeper explosion, so this was okay. This was surprising. It was a loud bang, but it was not so bad for us. And this is good because we are on an expedition. We are on an expedition to explore and to discover those maps. I'm not quite sure. Well, we are creating those maps. We are filling out those maps. We are currently exploring the coffee break world to create a new map wall that uses only most zoomed out maps, and that's cool. That's super amazing. I really enjoy this because I can see so many amazing places. I can travel, I can discuss things, I just can have fun, and so that's cool. That's really amazing. I'm really having a blast with this expedition. The only problem is with this very super zoomed out map, it's not that easy to see if you really got every pixel, or if one of those brown pixels is actually part of the... Ooh, what is going on here? This is weird. This is very weird. Okay. Minecraft is still a weird thing. I'm not quite sure what Enderman. Maybe Endermen are messing around with us, but this was weird. This was very weird. What is going on with the Minecraft world? Why is Minecraft doing this to us? This is all the time a good question at the start of each episode. So, oh dear, crazy things are happening here. Yeah. So, ooh, this is not a spawner. This is just a very deep hole. So that's cool. That's also exciting. Let's just cross this river and continue on. So yeah, Wednesday, October 10th. The first 2 days back at work are over, and those days were intense. Those days were really extensive. They were super long days, and I could need a vacation again, basically. So yeah, I mean, that's the usual thing. You get back, and then you have a lot of emails you have to go through and to reply to, and once this is done, you have to start doing normal work, or to try to catch up with things that have accumulated over the time while you were away. And this is especially problematic as the new lecture period is about to start, and this means I, of course, have to prepare the lecture period. I have to do some improvements of my slides. I'm doing the same seminar again, so the teaching and learning seminar with augmented and virtual reality, or using augmented and virtual reality. Students once again have to develop their very own application. So this will be cool, this will be exciting, but yeah, still I have to do some preparation. But unfortunately, I haven't managed to start any of those preparations because this weekend is a conference. It's a conference where I submitted a paper to, and now I have to present said paper, which is cool, but which also requires me to have a presentation for this, to create some slides. Normally not so much of a problem, but yeah, since time is of the essence, becomes a little bit of a problem because I really have to finish it and yeah, be ready. And I thought, since the conference is taking place over the course of the weekend, this, by the way, is quite bad. I mean, I was looking forward to travel and to be away during the week and not during the weekend and not working during the weekend. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but that's beside the point. So yeah, my talk is early Sunday morning, which means I have to get up early. That's bad, but nice ravine. I have to get up early, get there, and so I thought, okay, I do have plenty of time, so I can do a little bit work on the presentation, then I can do some preparational work for the upcoming lecture period. But no, yesterday I ran into my advisor, and he really likes me to do a quick presentation or to do a test run, basically a dress rehearsal of my presentation today. So yeah, yesterday I then was working all the time on this presentation to get it ready and to make sure that I have all of the slides in somewhat decent condition and being well prepared. Yeah, so this really new surprise, but oh well, it is what it is. So later by the time this episode goes live, I think I should be finished with this presentation, so that's good. But yeah, it created some additional work, and so yeah, busy days, long days. Back to the what happened to this bunny? Back to the usual schedule, back to the usual thing of working very long days. And yeah, this will continue until the lecture period is up and running and everything is working and is coming along nicely. Then maybe I can breathe again. So we will see. We will see about that. So yeah, I was talking about my vacation, and yeah, vacation. This thing, by the way, is super cool. Vacation was really nice. Traveling to Stockholm was not really a problem. Was super smooth flight, quick flight, and one thing I really enjoyed the entire time is the fact that you can pay everything over there just using your debit card or credit card, and that's awesome. I mean, you can pay at most places in Germany too, just using your card. But for instance, if you just go to a bakery or so, no, you have to have some coins or some. Basically, you have to have cash to pay for your bread and bread rolls and pastry and so on, which is kind of annoying. And so I really enjoyed this. And yeah, after arriving at Stockholm airport, I took the Airport Express, which is a super fast train. This was really amazing. It's quite expensive in comparison to the other means of transportation to get away from the airport and to the city of Stockholm. But since the Express is twice as fast as the other means of transportation, I thought, okay, I just take this, and this was really a great idea. Also, they had internet access in this train, which is also cool when you're traveling and you think, okay, hey, let's use it. So cool, very cool. The first evening I already arrived in the evening or early evening in Stockholm, so the first moments exploring this town took place during the nighttime, unfortunately, but it was still super cool because all of those old buildings were illuminated nicely, and this was cool. This was really nice walking there along through the illuminated streets and just seeing all those beautiful places, the opera, the castle, the parliament, and all those other fantastic buildings. So this was really cool and amazing. The next day I basically did the same thing as during the night, of course with a more extended tour. the main problem was, well, it was not really a problem, but I arrived on Saturday, so the first day was Sunday, and in the hotel where I stayed, a lot of local people stayed as well, and it was crammed. It was crammed at the breakfast, so there was no free slot available, or there was no free seat available anymore. I just found a seat next to the entrance on some kind of couch, which then was nice because some other people joined me, and I think we were 3 people were sitting on the same couch, and was quite cozy. Was really interesting. And another interesting thing I noticed, they apparently took me for a Swedish guy. So every time they approached me and talked to me, they talked in Swedish to me, which is really a nice thing. I mean, I don't really like to be a tourist. I don't like to be recognized as a tourist, as someone who is running around with his photo or so. And this was quite a compliment, being treated as a local person. On the other hand, was also a little bit problematic, because then I mostly understood what they asked me or why they came to me, but yeah, I could only reply in English, but this was also not so much of a problem. So this was cool. This was really nice. The town itself is super beautiful because it has so many, not really super old buildings, but historic buildings. The opera looks super awesome, and yeah, they avoid, at least in the center of the town, to go all out on those new buildings where you really see, okay, this is modern architecture, and this just not fits well, or this is a weird mixture between this modern architecture and the old building. So, what 4 creepers! Oh snap! 4 creepers! This is crazy. Hi. 4 creepers on one place and 1 spider. Oh dear, this is an explosive combination. And yeah, so this was cool. Also, Stockholm is built on multiple islands, so you're constantly walking across bridges to get from one part to another part, and this is also a very cool thing and very cool feature of the town. And so you're also walking most of the time along the shore of the sea, basically, which is just cool. I really enjoyed this. It's just fantastic being all the time next to the water and seeing boats and ships and things. This, by the way, is also a very neat place. Cool. So, yeah, awesome. The first day, then I explored the old town, the historic town. I went, this is a very characteristic shape. I got to the little island where a lot of museums are located. They also do have a museum about an old warship, so from the 16th century, I guess, which sank on its maiden journey. And yeah, it basically was just the effect of they had some issues with the construction. It was way too tall and way too narrow. So in the end, it as soon as they had some slight wind or so, it started to flip over, and then it sank within a few minutes. And yeah, this was tragic. But yeah, the ship was then inside of the seabed and was covered by mud and so on, because there was not much oxygen in this briny water. They got this ship out there mostly intact. So this thing was lying on the surface of the sea for quite some centuries, and then they recovered it and they put it into a museum, which is super cool. So you really have this old historic warship made out of 1,000 oak trees or so. So this is marvelous. Yeah, I wanted to get into this museum because it's Sunday, it was so crowded. So I thought, okay, no, I don't want to just be in this gigantic crowd. So I continued on. I did not stay that long at this museum island place. Instead, I explored a park and just sat a little bit in the sun. So yeah, first day was really nice. Second day, I explored some other places in Stockholm, like the old observatory or so, where I haven't been the first day, and did some shopping. They do have really great shops, and also in the central area of the town, they have so many well-dressed people. This is really awesome. I mean, you don't really have to wear a suit or so, but I think, especially over here in Germany, I think we are losing a little bit some style or so. So I think people over there were way more stylish, and this was really nice to see and really interesting and cool. So I enjoyed this. I also enjoyed shopping, bought some gifts for my parents, so that's cool. Then the afternoon, I went back to this museum, so I really explored the ship. It's called Vasa, I don't know, VASA, and cool. This was really interesting. So the 2 days were super cool, and I can really recommend going to Stockholm. It's really hard to really tell you everything that happened during this journey, but yeah, it was really fascinating, super cool. So I'm happy that I did it. The last day, I just went back a little bit into the old town, and because my flight was leaving and departing at 1 p.m. I guess, so I had to get back in time to the airport. But so I had at least 1 hour or so to spare in the town again. So this was cool and quite relaxing. Just moving along, listening to some music, seeing all those beautiful places, and yeah, it really helped me to calm down a bit, to relax a bit. And this was also what I really desired and what I really wanted, because you have so much chaos, so much stress. I really wanted to have some time just to relax, to try to think about a few things going on in my life, and just to calm down. And so this was good. This was really nice. Flight back was also good. Unfortunately, that evening, as I got back home, I already felt a sore throat, and I thought, okay, this is not a good sign. And indeed, it was not a good sign. The next day, I really started to develop some kind of cold, and I apparently caught a cold on the flight back home or so. So this was a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, really, I can really recommend Stockholm. Great city, beautiful people, nice people. Speaking of nice things, I think I said this last time already. My hotel had also evening meals, so lots of food. Really can recommend this place. So that's cool, super cool. Really enjoy this. Great trip. Would do it again. And the day I got back to Berlin, we also went to some kind of cultural event. So it was, one was playing harp, the other one was presenting a book, reading out of this book, and found it quite interesting. The swords of the book was based on a diary, and I must say the swords could also have been my swords. So this was quite interesting, listening to it and thinking about, hey, wait, I do have those weird swords myself. So yeah, this was quite interesting. And my mom was looking at me and later on said to me, well, I think you are quite similar to the one who wrote this journal. And yeah, she got this absolutely right. So this was interesting. This was also interesting. The last few days I spent at my parents', I was unfortunately sick. Well, not super sick, so I wasn't staying in bed or so. No, but still was a little bit sad, not feeling so well. And yeah, Thursday drove back home, drove back here. On Friday, I ordered some new furniture. That's interesting. This is also a new thing coming out, or a result of this. A result of the vacation to, yeah, I went to IKEA and, well, speaking of Sweden, speaking of Stockholm, went to IKEA and ordered a new bed and a couch. So soon I will have a couch, which is interesting. Well, not super interesting, but yeah, finally I get some furniture in here, which is also cool. And a new bed. I'm really looking forward to the new bed, which also is larger than my old bed, which is also a nice thing. So yeah, will be cool. So this brings us to this beautiful sunflower valley. That's cool. Yeah, this brings us to the first week, as I said, super stressful, lots of work. And yeah, it felt a bit like being vortexed, like being sucked into a huge vortex of work. So just walking along the hallway, running into the boss, and boss says, hey, what about a presentation tomorrow? So yay. Oh dear. But others also got vortexed and sucked into some additional work they have not planned. So yeah, yesterday was a crazy day for everyone, I guess. But that's what it is. There was something else I just had in my mind I wanted to talk about. Yes, Vortex, the Vortex Club. I also used the vacation to finally continue playing Life is Strange, and oh wow, this game is intense. This game is so intense. Oh wow, I haven't dreamt of the game or so. No, not that much, but still, it really gets you. You're really sucked into the game, and inside this game there's also a Vortex Club. So that's why I came up with this idea of talking about the game. But yeah, Life is Strange. It's already pretty old game, more or less, and I still haven't finished it because all the time I tried to play it, I had to stop it because yeah, other things had to be done, and then I basically lost connection to the game, and I decided to, okay, let's start over. And this happened multiple times, and finally I took the time during the vacation. I hope that I'm now in the last season, so I'm getting closer to the moment that I finish the game, and I hope I can do this before work takes over again, and I stopped playing the game for a long time, and I can't remember what happened until this point where I stopped playing it. This would be really unfortunate, because this time I really got far, and yeah, it's cool. It's so emotional, so cool. I'm really hooked up by the game, so that's cool. Can really recommend it. And I also really like those story-based games. They are super cool. I think I will talk about those type of games a little bit more in the future, when I also start to answer some of your questions, related to computer games and my research. And yeah, now it's about time to go to bed, but first I think I have to do something about those guys. Ow. Woo, hi! Whew, wow. Ugh. This got me by surprise again. Wow. Wowzer. Alright. Another creeper explosion. Another creeper explosion during this journey, and really like to go to bed soon, so let's throw down some torches. And end of this episode. Toward the end it got a little bit scatterbrained, but I hope you still found it interesting, you still enjoyed this very episode, and I hope you had some fun. I really hope you enjoyed all those things we talked about today, and yeah, if you do have a question about something going on or so, please let me know. I really like to discuss things, talk about things, answer your questions, because I think this is a really great idea. And yeah, so we are now at the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I see you again next time. Until then, my name is Sebbi. See you!